My name is Regicide. I am making an RPG, RPG Maker. You can buy it on Steam. There is sometimes sales, but I mean, don't feel the need to. If you get a 20-day free trial, which is pretty cool. So as you'll see, I have 15 days left because I played around with it, and I thought, it would really be cool if other people also, learned how to make their own RPG games, because it's a top-down view game, or we'll see. It has different settings. There's still a lot to learn, but yeah, I thought it would be really cool. I don't have any experience with any kind of gaming engine. Unity doesn't. I haven't tried Unity yet on my laptop, but I don't know if it'll work because Unreal Engine just kind of crashed, and I'm surprised my computer didn't melt. So we're trying this one. I might buy the full game, the full thing, but who knows? Maybe I'll just try the free trial and then move on to something else. So let's continue and let's see. So the cool thing about this one, the specific game maker, let me first close this project. So the cool thing about this software is that it comes with a built-in tutorial under the help tab, which is fantastic because if you click on it, you'll see it's got all the different tutorials, from basics all the way to creating an ending, making enemy character bosses and things like that. So I thought it would be interesting to share. Maybe you want to make your own game and share it with your friends. Learn the basics before doing something like Unity or Unreal Engine, or the more advanced programs, I would say. I would consider this to be one of the easier programs because it has a lot of the windows. So yeah, I'm going to be doing videos of the whole tutorial, depending on the step. It might be 2 or 3 steps in one video, but for now I'm just going to start with the basics. So in order to start the tutorial, we'll click on help, and then it's at the top bar, and then we click on tutorial, and the window that pops up, we click on the map basics, which is just the general basics for the game, and then we click on start tutorial. You'll see that it pops up a little notice saying that if you execute a command that is incorrect, you can always stop the tutorial and start over again. So that's always good to know. So we're going to click on new project, and we're going to create a title name. So we are going to call this Potato Land. And then we're going to wait for it to create a new map, and then as it creates a map, we just wait. It's really cool. It gives you all the sets. So they have stock images and textures and characters that you can use, or you can imprint or upload and import your own, and that way you can animate your own images and things. So it has quite a lot of versatility, more than I've found in, well, it's the only one I know, so I speak from no experience. Okay, it takes a while sometimes. Okay, so now that it's loaded, we see our map on the right hand side, we see the palette on the left hand side, and we see the map list on the bottom left hand side. If you click on the A, B, C and R, you'll see the different palettes, and each of these will have different textures that you can use. So then we click follow the tutorial, and we click on next, and it'll tell us all about all the different palettes. And then if we want more detailed information about tile sets, we click on the database button. There's a little bug with the database button showing the wrong area, but it's the little cog with what looks like a clipboard on the top right hand side. So we click on database, and then you'll see there's different tabs. There's actors, classes. All of these can be edited, and that'll be something for a different video because we go through those with each video. So we start with tile sets, and we can see the different tile set settings, and these will allow us to specify certain types of tile sets that we can use and where we can use them. So you'll see it's like different areas, world type and area type. So the world types, so so the behavior of different or tiles is affected by the mode. So as a general rule, world type tiles are applied to overworld tile sets, and area types are applied to rooms and inside and outside areas. So we just leave it as is, and we click next on the hints, and we just have a look at these, and we're like, okay, so these can all be made in the overworld, and some of these can't. As you'll see, there's crosses that'll show which ones are unavailable for the overworld. And then we just click OK at the bottom, and then we're in map mode. So now we can draw a map, and the event tab over here at the top in the middle, which looks like a little guy standing on a map, will allow us to place events. To zoom in, we click the little plus zoom in magnifying glass, and we can zoom out by pressing the -1. And then to bring it back to the normal ratio, we click on the magnifying glass with 1:1. And we can also click Control and scroll in and out like that. Okay, so now we learn about zooming. We can do the map tree at the bottom. So over here we can change the names, and we can create different maps. Each map is a different area, and you can load different maps. So what we're going to do is we're going to right click on it, on the current map, and we're going to edit it. And then in the general settings, under the name, we're going to change the name. We're going to make it like as the tutorial suggests, field map. Okay, and we click next on the tutorial. The width of it is the size from side to side, and the 13 is the height. We're just going to leave them both. We're not going to edit anything over here. We're just going to change them as is, and we're going to say OK at the bottom, and then the name will be changed, and it'll be overworld. So next we're going to start placing tiles on the map. So first we're going to click here, make sure that's on map, and we'll follow the tutorial clicking on the B tab under the tile set, and we're just going to scroll down to look for a city. Let's use this town over here. We're going to put this town down, and we're going to look for the cave tile, and we're going to click it over there at the top top left hand corner, and we're going to put down the cave. So next we'll have to create the maps for each of these two areas. So to create the map for the town, we're going to right click on the field map, we're going to load a sample map, and you'll see there's a bunch of different options in sample maps, from big worlds all the way to an oasis and hospital stages. So there's a lot of pre-built designs that you can use, or you can import your own design if you want. For now we're going to click on normal town as the game suggests, and we're going to click OK at the bottom tab. And there we have it. That's the new town. We're going to zoom out a bit so we see it a bit better. And then you can see there's different buildings. We've got a weapon shop here. We've got a inn over here. There's a armor shop and an item store. And then there's another building over here and over here. So in the middle of the screen, these two buildings have their own. You can make them into other buildings that can be used or not. It's your decision. So next we're going to create the cave map. So we're going to right click again on the map tile set or the map list, and we're going to load another sample map. And from there we're going to scroll down. We're going to find the stone cave. Where is the stone cave? There we go. And we're going to click OK. So you'll see this is what it looks like. Say OK, and there we have it. There's our stone cave. Yay! So we can go in and out of it. But we'll first need to create links between the different areas so that we can go to the different areas. So let's go to the field map. And then on field map, we'll click on event at the top. On the top tab, which looks like a little guy standing on a map. And then we're going to right click on the town. And when we right click on the town, a little window will pop up, and we go down to create quick event. So quick event creation, and then we click on transfer. If you want, you can also say Control 1. So let's press cancel. We can say Control 1, and it brings up the transfer. That's the hotkey. So On location, you can choose where it should transfer the people to. So we're going to go and we're going to select normal town. We're going to scroll all the way up, and we're going to make that the entrance of the town in the middle path all the way at the top. And then once we selected that, we say OK, and the direction of the character, I think we'll leave it at retain. So retain, essentially, it's whatever your character comes in from, they stay that way. So your character won't move. It'll look in the direction that it entered in. And we say OK. And then we go to normal town, and we have to create an exit point so that your character is not stuck here. So we're going to click on the entrance of the town, the same spot that we created the landing page. I'm going to right click. I'm going to create quick event. I'm going to click transfer. And click on normal town, and then we change it to field map, and we make it onto the little town icon so that when we leave town, it comes up over there. And then we say OK, and there we have it. And in order so we don't have to do all of that again, but we'd rather do it a little bit quicker, we're just going to copy it. We're going to right click right next to it on both sides, and we paste the exit. So that way, whenever the character leaves on one of these 3 tiles, they'll show up on the field map by the town symbol. Next, we're going to right click on the cave to do the same thing. We're going to create quick event. We're going to go to transfer, and then we move the characters to the stone cave at the entrance at the bottom. Okay. And then once we did that, we also do the same thing inside the stone cave, where we go scroll. We click on the stone cave map item, scroll all the way to the bottom. At the entrance, we right click, we create quick event, transfer again, and then we transfer it to the field map on top of the cave icon, as you can see over there. And we say OK, and then we click OK again. Okay, so next we're going to put a place for the character to spawn. So we go click over on the map list to normal town, and we right click on a tile in the road. We're going to choose this spot in the middle, right between the inn and the weapons shop. We're going to right click, set starting position all the way at the bottom, and we click on player. That way you'll see the player icon pop up. Whenever you begin the game, this is where you'll start spawning. So at the top on the left, 3 from the right, we'll click on save project, and that's it. So let's test the game. So we click tutorials, it'll say the tutorial's been completed, and then we move over to the game. So let's launch the game. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's first put off the volume. It gets quite loud after a while, and yeah, you launch the game quite often, eventually it just sounds repetitive. So let's click on new game, and then we just load in, and there we are. Hey buddy. Right click, and we see we have it. Awesome. And they each have skills. Nope, apparently not. Oh, they've got weapons. That's pretty cool. Okay, so they all have weapons and stuff. Obviously we won't be able to go into any of the buildings yet. We haven't scripted any. So we're just going to see, can we leave town and can we come back in? Let's go to the left tile. There we go. Okay, so we're outside of town. Fantastic. Can we go into town? There we go. Okay, we're back in. Now the right hand tile, same thing. And the middle tile. There we go. Fantastic. Town. Perfect. Let's go to the cave. We can go into the cave. And let's leave it. Awesome. Now we are outside of the cave. And there you have it. Let's come back here. And that's where we'll end this episode off. So, once we've done that, we can just close the game. And we know that our game is saved. So, thank you so much. If you want some more of these videos, please let me know. I will be making a whole series of RPG Maker MZ tutorials, just so you can learn how to make a video game yourself if you were interested, and play around. Maybe you can do some plugins, make it multiplayer. I'm not too sure. I'm going to be learning all of that stuff, and it'll be awesome to have other people that are also interested have a look and share. And yeah, that's all from me. I hope you guys have an awesome day further. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. That way I can do more of these. So, have a good one.